So this is something we spent a lot of time on at the outset when we got going. And part of the reason for that was because while we went and did our market work and found that a good chunk of the industry still operates this manually, right? A lot of folks that just are manually logging into places, tracking inboxes, collecting information, categorizing it, and pulling the right data out of it to enter it manually, much like Asher mentioned, into other systems. There are other providers out there, of course, and we wanted to understand, well, what are some of the limitations that exist today to a kind of human-based approach to these challenges? And I think one of the main ones was actually implementation. It's getting up and running, right? And you can't really overstate how hard that can be with some of these systems, right? It's a big implementation. And so we started there from a design process, as opposed to just focusing on the product once you're onboarded. We said, how can we make the implementation of this product a lot easier and smoother for our user, right? To sort of lower the barrier to adoption. And I think for us, what we focused on there was how can we insert ourselves into the existing infrastructure and workflow of our user in a creative and secure way. That was the fundamental principle on which we built the product and the onboarding product in particular. And so what we did there, as opposed to taking, I think, what the status quo approach has been, which has been to basically do a lot of paperwork to get authorizations and third-party accesses set up and things of that nature, we built what we refer to as a proxy agent, right? And this is where I think some of the modern technology has really come a long way. And it was some combination of the new technology and our head of engineering who joined us from Plaid, where he had quite a bit of experience with creating, complex encrypted integration capability. We sort of put those two things together and built a pretty neat system. We have a provisional patent file on it. Actually, we were pretty proud of it and something we spent a lot of time building. And it allows our system to act effectively as a member of the team, right? So we think of it and we communicate it as such, as if you hired an analyst or an associate or an assistant and said, hey, look, here's all the places where you need to go and pull information every day and find whatever's new and go and download it. And then you're going to categorize it like this and pull out these 7 data points from a capital call and these 9 data points from an account statement and put them here and here and then, make it show up in Addepart or wherever else it needs to be.